Hey everybody, it's Stuart with Wine on the Dime. The other day I was at Costco, and this is before the whole card getting taken away from me by my wife. And I noticed that there was a box set of wine that was going for $11. So I went ahead and threw it into the cart along with all of the other wine, which caused the whole problem. But then I got back to my home and found out it was from Gérard Bertrand, which I've reviewed some of those wines on my channel before. Makes it a little bit interesting because normally a bottle, the cheapest bottle I've been able to find, is what this entire box set cost. So let's stay tuned to see if this wine is any good. Hey everybody, so if you like today's video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click that notifications bell, and do what other things you do to share content. This already got weird, so I'm gonna have to pull this out and figure out what is going on with this wine bottle because I have never seen anything like this. All right, so first off, this is a little bit confusing because it's got this like plastic, what I'm gonna call a capsule with this gold topper, which probably could have been opened in an easier method. But then it also has a cork. But this is not glass. It's like a clay type of vessel, which I don't think I've ever experienced on this channel. So I don't quite know what the difference between this and a normal, it's kind of like almost a little bit of a skinnier cork than usual. This is very, very unusual, at least in terms of what I normally experience. I guess let me tell you what this wine actually is now. This is the, and I'm gonna totally butcher this, and I apologize in advance. The Vivre, I can't do languages. I can't do languages outside of English, and even then I butcher that. Clairette du Languedoc. It is by Gérard Bertrand. It is 13% alcohol by volume, and it is a 2018 vintage. Obviously, it's coming from the Languedoc region. Otherwise, they would not have been able to put that in the bottle. And oh man, it's just, I have no clue what to expect from this wine because I've never seen a bottle of wine like this. Now, I have seen cement fermentation vessels. I've seen clay fermentation vessels. I've seen aging vessels that are made out of both of those. And believe it or not, I've actually seen them all located within a single winery here in Texas. I've already done a review on that winery. Maybe at some point they'll let me come back. But I haven't seen this in what's basically a $5.50 bottle of wine. So either this is cheaper than glass or they're doing it to kind of just show off. All right, so from a color standpoint, you are a pale gold. No artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, so let's get to it on the nose. Oh damn, you smell like Riesling. You smell just like Riesling. My wife is gonna be pissed because she hates Riesling. So this smells just very floral and citrusy. So you're getting orange, you're getting like a lemon lime type of thing going on. There's a slight bit of a green apple. There's a touch of like lychee. I can never remember how to pronounce it. Just like I can't pronounce this wine. But the other thing too is that there's this really pungent peach blossom note coming out of this wine. And I'm really digging it. But I'm getting no secondary notes. I'm really getting nothing else beyond that. But how does it taste? So, what you end up getting with this wine is you get this wine that tastes like all of the stereotypical elements that are in a like a German Riesling, like the petroleum the lychee, lychee. All that stuff is stripped out. But then the remaining qualities are mated with a Washington State Chardonnay. You're getting this apple. You're getting a reasonable amount of pear. A little bit of that orange. A little bit of that lemon lime. None of the other stuff hits the palate. Everything else I'm smelling, it doesn't hit it. And on top of that, it is probably somewhere between off dry to medium dry. It actually has a good amount of residual sugar left in this wine. Full body, medium minus on the finish, medium acid. Yeah, it's just really out there in terms of a wine. It's kind of weird. But how weird is it? Let's get to the blick. From a balance standpoint, I'm gonna give you half a point. You need more acid. So you have a decent body, you have a decent intensity, which we'll get to, but you have this kind of sugary element to you. You're a little bit, like I said, going from off dry to medium dry. What you really need is more acid to kind of balance that out. Because to be honest, if I'm drinking this, I kind of get like a sugary palate note after a couple sips. And then the primary elements start tasting flabby. So half a point. Length, medium minus finish, no points. Intensity on the nose, medium minus intensity on the nose. Yeah, medium minus intensity on the nose, and on the palate, medium intensity. I'll go ahead and round up and give you half a point. And in terms of complexity, I'm getting all primary elements. I'm getting no secondary, but even then, once I taste it, a lot of those secondary elements that I'm getting on the nose are not there on the palate. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you no points there. In the end, I'm gonna give you okay. So with all that being said, if someone came to me and said, I'm looking for a bottle that I want to display because I think it looks cool, even after I drank/drained it, depending on your profile on this, I would probably buy this bottle for them because $5.50. If someone said I want a really heavy bottle for a vase, yeah, I would do that. This is $5.50. If someone said, I really want to enjoy a French wine, and I want you to bring something to my party that's cheap, this would not be the wine that I would do. I don't have a lot of friends that would ask me to bring a cheap wine. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I just kind of bring cheap wines. I'm that guy. That's my reputation. But this wine is not it. It's okay. I don't know if I would buy it again. If someone was to give me this wine at a party in which I was either just kind of hanging out with folks or eating food, as long as the food paired with it, it would be fine. But it's not a wine that I would actively go out and seek. So, sorry, Gérard Bertrand. I know what you're trying to do with this wine, but it's not my cup of tea. It's just not my thing. Anyway, it's been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the 2018 Gérard Bertrand? I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. I'm just going to say Vin Blanc. And you can look at the thumbnail to get the exact name. I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime.